Good Saturday morning. Yeah, I said Saturday morning, right? Wow. Oh, lately I haven't been doing many Saturday morning conversations. Hey, wake up, should I say? Wake up Saturday morning. Yeah, it's Ice HTV. For anybody's following my channel, to kind of know the routine and be walking over to my shop and barn. And actually, it's trash day. Where I got to gather all my trash up. Everybody following the internal combustion engine age, even they probably question that many mornings. But I don't have regular trash man service out here in the country. Some do, but I contribute to the Rorton Club, my local community, that they get a trash truck every Saturday morning, and we load up the trucks with all our trash and then go make a donation to the Rorton Club to support the community. That's what I'm doing this morning, and Gene to do a conversation, get the kids in to be out here any minute, want to get the truck loaded up with trash and blah blah blah. So it's probably not as thorough as the conversations you have, but just I'd reach out and say, hey, good morning to everybody watching my channel. It's not that huge a following, but it's cool because I get to interact with my subscribers. It's not like I'm so big I ignore people, like what I've noticed on other big subscriber bases. Guy has 1 million subscribers. You really think you're going to get a personal conversation with that person? You know what I mean? So the first thing we got to do is get the race truck started here. I just love this truck. This truck is just so much fun. And the dilemma is I'm going to be leaving from Florida tomorrow morning, and I'm taking my motorcycle trailer with motorcycles. And I'm still mulling over what I take to Florida for driving. I mean, Bronco's definitely going. But do I take this? Or do I take the Raptor? I mean, do I just take one vehicle? I'm kind of still just kind of... Yeah, what vehicle am I going to sacrifice to go to Florida? Am I going to give up the Raptor? Am I going to give up the Coyote? Or am I going to give up the Raptor? Yeah, who hasn't heard that word? That's what I got to thinking this morning. This truck's pretty loud. This is the good old days. This thing here needs a regular old ignition, which I haven't done that for years. Most of my cars have the push buttons. You have to actually put a key. I like how they took it out of the side steering wheel column. I think that's a really good idea. I got a heck of a deal here the other day. I've been buying my daughter a guitar. She actually loves to play the guitar. She played musical instruments in elementary school and even in middle school. And, I mean, she does like to play music. And I just thought to myself, man, I think she ought to have a guitar. So I got a guitar. It was at Costco on sale yesterday. And I just thought, that's pretty cool. She loves that. That's so hard. So you play a guitar, you have no idea how hard that is. Your hands, I mean, man, maneuver your fingers on those chords. Oh my gosh, that is so hard. I can't do it, but I can't do it. But anyways, so I'm thinking to myself, sacrifice. Wow, where did that idea come in my morning conversations? Well, where it came from was yesterday, Stellantis, who's owned by, Stellantis is the Peugeot automotive group that bought out Dodge, Fiat, Ram, and Maserati, Ferrari. It's one conglomerate now over there in Europe. And so the news that I saw last night was, I guess it's in Michigan where they build the Jeep Cherokee, that they're going to idle the plant. They're idling like 1,300 employees. And point blank says in the article that the reason that Stellantis is doing this is because the expenses to run that gas, basically the ICE engine Cherokee brand product is, we're wanting to save and cut corners now to enable them to make electric vehicles. So they're basically sacrificing the Cherokee, plant at this time to, give it to the EV age. I thought, wow. Which, I mean, I've been talking about this when Stellantis bought out Dodge. But realize it or not, Stellantis went after the Dodge. Really what they went after was the Ram and the Jeep product line. Because the Ram and the Jeep, I like that sticker there, huh? Yeah. The Ram and the Ram and Jeep product line, those are the most profitable divisions of that the American side product, meaning Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep. And so Stellantis point blank even said that that was a primary driving factor of buying out the Fiat Automotive Group's conglomerate, was they wanted the lucrative side of the Jeep and Ram product. But yet here now, I'm learning last night that reading an article that they're cutting out the Jeep Cherokee, which is the lower level, Cherokee product, and they're taking a position of sacrificing that, I guess, plant employees to enable them to be able to make the future electric vehicles. So that's what kind of intrigued me this morning, to think to myself, wow, what could be a good conversation for Saturday morning? And I thought to myself, sacrifice. I think, wow. In general, if you watched my video yesterday, Dreams, I think that people understand this, but at the same time, I sometimes wonder if we're really kind of in depth that what really is kind of playing out right now with in my eyes, the radical movement of regulation for the green agenda. And so I think to myself, sacrifice. I think people understand this, that a lot of sacrifices are going to start to play out because of the green agenda goals and dreams literally it's already happening. I'm sure most people are kind of abreast to what's going on in the food sector, the oil industry, the car industry, the manufacturing industry, as far as, other manufacturers outside of cars. You can just go through a list beyond list of all these mandates and governing bodies that are creating sacrifices for others. That you're going to have to sacrifice yourself. And at the same time, I think to myself, the Griner, the Brittany Griner, whatever, the girl, the basketball player girl that went to Russia with pot and got busted on the plane and blah blah blah, and they did a trade for a huge Russian arms dealer. Meanwhile, there's some Marine that's been over in prison in Russia for like 5 years, and they didn't negotiate his release with that the Russian firearms dealer. You just think to yourself, wow, here's a Marine that when you sign up for the military, and I'm not a military guy, but I'm sure he knows, when you sign up for the military and you are sent on a mission, you're sent on a mission. You know that this may be a mission you never see your family or anybody ever again, and so you sacrifice yourself. I think to myself, what a statement by this governing body right now, that they feel a woman basketball player has more sacrifice over a Marine. Wow. To me, as an individual, if I was a military person, I would just feel really dishonored. I'd feel like, wow, you're telling me that we've got a Marine that's been overseas, captured by the Russians in a prison, and he's been there 5 years, and you have a basketball player that has nothing to do with sacrificing herself for the help the country besides bounce a basketball, and she's actually obviously a pothead. She likes to smoke pot. That's why she got herself in trouble over there, and why she even went over there during a Ukraine-Russia war, when anybody would advise any American going to Russia at this time wouldn't be the smartest thing to do. But she did this, and the sitting administration felt, even Bolton, I don't know if you know who Bolton is, but even Bolton said that this was the right thing to do. Wow, talk about sacrifice for any military. How, as an individual that served the armed forces, or still are, serving the armed forces, how do you hold the composure of how that played out, of how you're looked at over, oh my gosh, just a civilian that would not, and I have no idea, would she put on the boots and go fight for the country? I have no idea, but boy, the underlying message, and the reason I bring that up is because more than ever, it just seems like since about 2019, that the sacrifice that so many people have given to our country, in so many ways, the media machine have propped them up, that they're the problem. Wow. I mean, what is going on? I mean, the sacrifice, and yet people kind of play the tune and follow along and agree with it. Yeah, the police are the problem, and military, and the disservice at this, and the lawless cities. Wow, sacrifice. I mean, oh my gosh. And now for us, Ice Age people, we're going to be sacrificed. I mean, as time progresses, you already are. I mean, to the degree for me buying these, high end, high performance vehicles, I pay a gas guzzler tax to support the EVH. So, I had to sacrifice monies out of my pocket to give it to somebody else's pocket to appease the EV movement, the EPA guidelines. So for me, just it's just not comforting, I guess you could say, as an individual. I think anybody that's on the other side of my phone right now, that would say, yeah, it just really isn't comforting. That it seems like the sacrifice that so many give today, but yet the underlying message in so many ways is that you don't have a value for your sacrifice. I mean, we've heard these stories. I mean, good Lord. I mean, right? I mean, and sacrifice is so broad. I mean, you could talk about so many things that, for a father or mother, what you sacrifice to try to take care of your kids. If you have a mother or father and they're older, what you sacrifice as a kid to take care of your parents. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But usually, the kind of the message is that somebody sacrificed themselves to make somebody else better. But yet today, it seems like the underlying message from just witnessing yesterday's or this past week's, exchange of prisoners, you'd have to say, wow, really, the people who sacrifice themselves to this country are not as important as a person. They're less important than a person that isn't sacrificing himself to this country. Wow. And then you can look at the automotive industry, just like Jeep, the Jeep brand that is producing Jeep vehicles for the consumers to have a nice, affordable Jeep Cherokee. They're now being told, well, we don't think that's really, we think we need to sacrifice that vehicle because that vehicle for us doesn't have any value anymore because we need to make electric vehicles, which we feel will be more value to you. So we're going to sacrifice the Cherokee in order for you to have a nice EV Cherokee down the road. Okay, well, how do the people that just lost their jobs feel about that? I mean, do they feel like that's really the driving force? Is there some underlying message there? Is Stellantis, I mean, we're already seeing it. Stellantis is doing away with the ICE power for Dodge after 2023. I mean, I think Dodge is done. I think that the Dodge brand, I can't see it. I think Stellantis is going to sacrifice Dodge. That's just one less product to manufacture on a multi-platform base. It's not going to cater to the true Dodge Mopar community. So I think that brand's gone. I think Chrysler brand is gone. The Jeep and Ram brand for sure will be around. But I think here the sacrifice of Ram, or I should say the sacrifice of Chrysler and Dodge will be the next thing that plays out with Stellantis Automotive Group. It's a European-based group of people that's running the company now. I just can't see, and I know they have their satellite offices over here. They have the Tim Kaine and the Giles, whatever that gentleman's name is. So yeah, they have the personalities, but at the end of the day, it's all about the board members. It's all about the governing bodies. It's all about what's the end result, and those people will be sacrificed as well. I mean, look at Twitter. I think with Twitter, good Lord, is this thing? I mean, is it disturbing? Does it irk you as much as it does me that you're just seeing all these personalities hiding behind the screen of Twitter that controlled all this content? And it's interesting, the left right now is now calling out Elon Musk. They're going to try to make Elon Musk look like an idiot, a doofus, that he is. I hear all the geese coming in. Let's see if they're all landing. Let's go check this. Well, the problem was I'm waiting for my kid to get out of bed and get dressed so we can go to the dump. Here they come. Are they passing over? Oh, just a few came in. Oh, or are they going to circle back around? Yeah, just waiting for the kid right now to get out of bed and get going so she can help me load up the truck. Did I scare him off? Nope, here she comes. So see, my conversation's going to come to an end. Anyways, so for Elon Musk, you're going to witness now Adam Schiff is going to try to get him downtown because he's already saying that Elon Musk is making racist comments in his platform. Is I don't know if I should say racist, but already Adam Schiff is making comments that Elon Musk, is making, inappropriate comments. What they'll say is he's fueling the hate to the country. Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind. You just watch how this Elon Musk deal is going to be totally thrown back in his face by the governing bodies, this country, and the media machine, and they're going to start portraying him as the problem. That he's going to be. I told you, the Donald Trump Jr. I think when it's all said and done, he's going to be like the Donald Trump Jr. The media is going to eat him alive, and because already Musk is mouthing back to him. So how does he handle that? And once again, I just think that it's sacrifice. So the media is going to sacrifice Elon Musk to continue to control the media machine. Yes, you're going to witness here. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I'm no expert in this, but I'm just saying my own inclination and guesstimation is that the media machine is going to ratchet up all the comedians. Trevor Noah is already making fun of him. You'll just have all these late night comedians start belittling Elon Musk, and then you get lawmakers that will start saying that he's inciting violence and that he's persuading people to do bad things and he's misleading people. And so they'll just totally turn the wheels on Elon Musk. And does it play out? I don't know. But at the same time, they're going to sacrifice him so that they can continue to use their, social media and, media-driven agenda to try to persuade people to think that the minority is the majority. And that's what I talked about yesterday in my dream video was, if you haven't seen it, watch my dream video, because more than ever, we're living in the dream of others that think that everybody else is in their dream. Here comes the kid and truck. Morning.
Good morning.
And so getting ready to load up the truck. So let's take a time out on that and run to town. Can you see her? Look, can you see her? And get our morning breakfast and start the day. So follow me along, and do we call it a quit right here? Maybe, maybe not. Now we got the noise and the kid. That thing's heavy, isn't it? That's the spare tire. Can you do it? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, come on, you can do it. Get the, this is pretty cool. I like this type of cover here. Can I even get it? Yeah, take that out. Put it in the back of the four-wheeler or the utility vehicle. Yeah, look at that. Got my spare. I like how that spare is a black rim because then if I ever get it flat, it doesn't look too oddballish. And all right, get the truck warmed up. Go up here as the kid's loading up the truck. So I can continue the sacrifice. Yeah, what do we? The sacrifice, right? That's the theme today. And, I don't think I can, it just gets too complicated here once he gets in the truck. And maybe I'll make some little skits of us going down the road to get the morning stuff. It's so just see way over there. That used to be on a vehicle. And where'd that vehicle go? Oh my gosh, what a story what a fiasco story that is. Okay, are we ready? Wow, the demands. You didn't get everything. You gotta get the recycling.
It's half full.
We're gonna be gone for 3 weeks. The mice will be living in it.
Okay.
Yeah, see there? Yeah, I gotta keep the kid, but the kid loves the record. Kid loves that white Ram. Yes. I'll take her. She just loves the pipe. It's all about the pipe. Yeah, that's kind of got a theme. That over there kind of is the same theme, but yeah, we're not getting too much detail on that. Cold up here. If you want for the rest of the video, just the goofiness, is that probably what all starts to play out now? Because I hope I got a message across this morning. And once again, I think the dreamers are going to have us sacrifice a lot of things for their dream. And in the end, was the sacrifice really worth it? Yeah. Ooh, that's dangerous conversations. Acting like my dad. Yeah, tomorrow we'll be at this time.
I checked the horse on time.
The demands. See, I'm gonna tell you, man. All right, let's get the truck here. That's it. It is the race truck. And get the morning going. Oh my goodness gracious. It's cold, man. Woo. All right, here comes the kid. Remember those good old mornings when you're growing up and got in the truck with your dad? Two-door truck. I mean, come on. Is a two-door truck just like the most fun truck? I mean, think about it. It's something how the two-door truck now more than ever. The two-door truck. Here we go. Here we go. Hit the button. Yeah, here we go. Look, can I tell you? Here goes the routine. Dad's talking, hit the button. You're a funny kid.
Hit the button.
Right, hit the button.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Sorry. So
Now she's gonna start playing with my drink.
I want to do guitar lessons.
Okay.
Let's go though, Dad. I have a horse to get to on time. 2 horses.
Yikes.
Cooper and Prancer.
Yeah, so think about this. Was the two-door truck sacrificed for the four-door extended cab truck? I mean, if you look at the sales number on a two-door truck versus extended cab and four-door trucks, yeah, I mean, the two-door truck is like, what's the percentage? I mean, I've never even looked that up. My guess would be 10%, 20% of the market. I mean, on the construction side and delivery side or something, I could see that. But overall, I mean, what's the market? Sacrifice, right? That's this morning's conversations. The sacrifice. She's like, I'm just hungry and I don't want to talk about it.
I don't mind.
Tomorrow this time will be at 8:30 tomorrow.
Fairfax.
8:30 tomorrow. We'll be down there on 95.
In Fairfax.
Well, it depends. We should be down there near.
Guess what? Yesterday, when the water wasn't working and I was doing my laundry, my sheet,
Yeah, turned into mud.
Mom paused the washer in the middle of a cycle
Yeah.
and didn't tell me. And so I thought it was done.
Yeah.
And so I put all my stuff into the dryer, but it was very heavy.
Yikes.
And it was dripping, and I had to squeegee it out a little.
Yeah, my well's acting up. It just doesn't end. And I'm getting ready to leave town. And, you know, what plays out with that? I don't even want to know. But anyway, so the I was talking about yesterday, where water filter, we're on a well, where water filters clogging up a lot of debris and dirt, and I may have had a
Be careful.
broken line. This is where my guys, the guy came right through this main road, didn't stop, and had he not had a person turning in front of him, where he delayed to pull into the road, he'd have been a major accident yesterday right there, where a couple, a young guy and girl, just drove through it totally oblivious at full speed, like, you know, when the light already turned red. Goes on all the time with accidents on the road. So here we are at the Rorton Club, and contribution to help others out. It's a pretty nice setup. We like it. The regulars are here. My buddy.
Whoa, slow
I don't
down.
know. He knows. He has that hoodie on, and it's kind of hard for him to see what's going on, right? Yeah, you're right. Do our thing. Yeah, so the two-door truck, right? I mean, think about it. What is the percentage of two-door vehicle purchases on the truck side? I mean, it's pretty crazy how the whole markets have changed. Where Ford, I mean, I don't think people really stop and think about this, but Ford no longer makes a car They make a Mustang, but they totally closed down all the car four-door sedans. It's all the crossover vehicles, SUVs. So for the car segment, it's pretty incredible how, if you think about Toyota, Lexus, Honda, they still have a very, Mercedes-Benz, BMW. You mean the domestic manufacturers have kind of gone away from the typical sedan. Chevrolet, Dodge still has the four-door Charger and stuff. But I'm saying overall, the strongest market, if you kind of think about it, it's going to be the European and Asian brands that are the dominant sedans now. You're not going to be able to buy. I'm just kind of thinking about it right now. Look how popular the 3 Series is, 5 Series is, the BMWs. I mean, look at the Toyota product line, the Lexus product line. I'd say more the Lexus maybe than over Toyota, because it's got such a crossover on that. But then they look at Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz is still very big in the sedan style vehicles. And who else out there? But I mean, it is kind of interesting on where the changeover. It's like the trucks, the 2-door truck. Run something from town.
I don't know, Dad.
So
Yes, I want Chick-fil-A.
okay.
Thanks, Dad.
So anyway, the 2-door race truck adventures. Now the kid, here's a dilemma, which the kid gets all aggravated because I change my mind all the time.
You changed it so much.
Yeah, so the kid, the debate is, do we take 2 vehicles to Florida for the duration of time
3 weeks.
being there? I don't know if it's really worth it, because
3 weeks.
yeah, I know. But then the dilemma, the challenge for us is the truck in the driveway at my dad's house that becomes a problem. That's the challenge. So, but for me, really, this truck towing would maybe be better, or the Raptor truck, because the Raptor truck had such a big gas tank. With the Bronco, the downside of that Bronco, towing with that Bronco, we're going to be stopping every 125, 150 miles. I mean, that's the downside. So it turns into us stopping at least 8 times. Versus the Raptor truck, it would probably be maybe 3 or 4 times. This truck here, it has a 23-gallon fuel tank, and this truck here would probably, I would think, get a little better mileage. So my guess would be this would probably be 5 times, maybe 6. But for the Bronco, it's going to be just never-ending stopping to get gas. That was the same thing as my last Bronco, which was kind of a bummer. Was burn a lot of gas. But so I don't know. We had mixed feelings. We'll kind of play it out. Always nice to have a backup vehicle. That's one thing for sure. If anything, God forbid something happens, you got a backup plan. And what do you say? Part of me is like, would this be the better vehicle to use to tow? I don't know. Decisions on the Saturday morning sacrifice conversations. As we head up to town, get some breakfast, and follow us along for more adventures, or like I said earlier, I just cut it off. Here's the Christmas time. One thing about traveling for me, I don't have to decorate my house, which I did so many years ago, but I'm usually not around on Christmas, so it's not worth the aggravation, because anybody who has Christmas stuff knows that's a project. You gotta stay motivated for that. Wow, I get so involved in oh my goodness. All right, that's it. That's the conversation. Saturday morning conversations. Thanks for watching IHTV. And the sacrifice was the theme. And reach out, make comments if you think I'm on the right page, or you think nope, you're getting delusional, Mr. Iceman. I'm trying to take this truck to Florida, and I gotta see if it's the same length as my Ranger. Let's see here. Boy, it's gonna be close. So up front here. You go up another, what do you say? So there's the front. Let's go back here to the back. So boy, it'll be tight. It's hard to believe that this two-door truck is the same. That's hard to believe that this two-door truck is that much bigger. I'm gonna get a tape measure out. See what's going on. It's down in Florida. You can't park a truck in the damn driveway overnight at my dad's house. So my theory is, we'll bring this down. I'll put it in the garage. I'm gonna take the Ranger truck down there somewhere else. All right. Thanks for watching Ice Age TV. Follow along for the